have a bit of a story to tell you all today. It's about how I got introduced to Girls' Generation and why I like it so much now. So let's go. It started about June or so last year when my friend was just non-stop playing songs like O and G, and Hood, I think there was a bit in there. He first when he showed it to me, and at first I was like, this isn't interesting to me. It's just 9 Asian girls just randomly dancing and singing in some language that doesn't make sense to me. So I sort of, after that time, sort of forgot about them and didn't really pay attention to all the gossip he was giving about them. It wasn't much to me. And then when Gangnam Style became big in mid-ish September all around the world that year, I sort of started getting into K-pop a bit more. But still not really into Girls' Generation. I started listening to it a bit more, with G and all that, because they were the only ones that I was told about, and couldn't really be bothered looking other ones up. I sort of got used to them a little bit more. I mean, I still didn't know who anyone was except Jessica. I'd only heard of her name, I didn't know which one she was or what she sounded like, because that's the one that my friend kept talking about. And then, once Flower Power came around in late October, I think, I started liking them more. I enjoyed that song quite a lot, and I still do enjoy it. I still didn't really take a whole lot of notice to who anyone was. So then I sort of kept learning little bits and sort of started to learn a couple more of the names, like I learnt Tiffany and Taeyeon, a couple of others, Sunny. I still didn't know who they were, what they sounded like, but I got to know a couple more. And then, still not really doing much with them. And then when Dancing Queen and I Got a Boy came out, that excited me quite a bit. And that's when I really started to learn who they were, like, and what they sounded like. It probably took about a month to get to. And then I'd probably say from about March onwards, I would have classified myself as a Sone, or what I thought was Sone back then. Pretty much all their songs, I don't care whether it's Korean, Japanese, or English. That doesn't bother me at all. Some people only seem to like the Korean versions of things. That doesn't make sense to me. Now I've got all the, well, not all merchandise, but I've got bits and pieces of merchandise around, like the posters that you can see behind me. If you watch my other video, you would have seen that I've got the Paparazzi single album, and I've also got a pair of Taeyeon socks, which are about 10 sizes too small for me. So, they're just sort of for show socks. These ones right here. That's interesting, and I've got more posters coming on the way, and Taeyeon, I Got a Boy hat. But ever since probably a couple of months ago, when I've been really, really into them, I've just been regularly updating. I've been going on Socified pretty much daily. I've liked probably about 50 different snsd pages on Facebook, subscribed to about 20 different Girls' Generation channels, following God knows how many on Twitter and Instagram, because I'm really into them now. And I hope that the more of you who watch this video, I can get to know of more and can chat a bit, and hopefully I'll make more videos to come about Girls' Generation and me, because I would enjoy that a lot as well, as much as you probably guys would. Sorry for my bad English. The reason I like it so much is probably because they just all look so cute now, after seeing them enough times. I thought they were really cute. They've all got good voices for what they do. When I try and look up the Korean lyrics for things, I very much struggle to keep up with it. I'm like, how can you do this in this weird language? Because of course I'm used to English. I don't actually know Korean at all, except for a couple of little phrases. But you know, it's just interesting listening to them, and they're very good at what they do. They're good at their dancing and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Their outfits are always pretty cool. I really just, their songs are very catchy, you know. It's just makes me want to get up and start dancing around, which I suppose really isn't that weird because a lot of us do it. I just can't really. They've very much moved me away from the just general American and that kind of stuff, because just English music now doesn't sound right to me. I mean, I still hear it around, and you know, stuff like Miley Cyrus and that, what's been going on with her, doesn't interest me. You know, I don't like any of her songs, or really, to be honest, many English songs anymore. I've sort of gone more Girls' Generation K-pop way. I kind of want to stay that way as well, because otherwise, you know, I get away from all this that I want to do. That even though they do come out with English things, it's still better because, you know, it takes them a lot more effort to sing in English because they don't know it extremely well. I don't know. It's hard to find a favorite song for you at the moment. You know, I like a lot of their songs. At the moment, I'd say it's probably a tie between Paparazzi, Trick, I Got a Boy, and Galaxy Supernova, and probably Love and Girls. They are probably my most favourite songs out of them at this point in time. Later on, I'll probably do a top 10 or top 5 or something Girls' Generation songs. I don't know yet. I'll think about it later. But you know, they're just. What else can I say? They are my 9 angels. I mean, there are probably others too, but I just like to call them mine. Yeah. The channel of Dylan has influenced me a lot in Girls' Generation. I'm sure, if not all of you, then most of you would have heard of him. He's like massive, biggest solo I've probably ever seen. He loves doing everything about them. So his first video, when I watched his first video, which really wasn't that long ago, because again, I haven't been involved in Girls' Generation for a long time, it sort of made me think, maybe I should do something like this, just to hopefully get more of you guys seeing me and hopefully liking and subscribing and all that. That would be greatly appreciated if you do that, but I'll mention that again later. He's a very funny person, as again you would know. He's just very interesting person in terms of Girls' Generation, and you know, hopefully in the near future I'll be getting more stuff, and I'll be certainly doing reaction videos and unboxing kind of things when I get my stuff, so you know, expect those sometime soon. So that'll be really entertaining. I hope you enjoyed this little story. I mean, I don't really mind if you don't or do, but if you do, please like, comment, subscribe. That would be very helpful to me and all that, to help me sort of keep wanting to go on with this, because I'm struggling for ideas on YouTube at the moment. Oh yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video again, and hope to see you all in the very near future in more of my videos. Cheers everyone.